Hello friends, welcome back to another Value Vintage Cards video. In this video I'm going to share a few more of my Stan Musial items. So less so a card video, more so a collectibles video. We'll go with that. But Musial, I've shared kind of his run. I continue to add, so even though I just did that, I think I've picked up one or two pretty nice items. But also, once you kind of get that base run, and there's only so much you can do, some of those oddball series are big dollars, thousands of dollars. So if that's not an option, which for most of us it's not, you start looking at other, ways to collect and continue to grow, like your, the quantity and diversity of what you have. So I'm going to share some of that today. Definitely a big Stan Musial collector. So one of the things you can dive into with a lot of these players is a lot of them have either like newspaper things or like this one's neat. It was a giveaway at his restaurant. So small little, index card size thing. And then just to mirror that, compliments of Stan Musial and Bickie's restaurant, so there's the big version. And these are, $10, $20, not a ton. And instead of just getting like an 8x10, why not pick something up like that that's cool? And then there's that. I love pictures of awesome hitters with a glove. I think it's because you don't get to see it as often. Awesome shot of the stadium, players warming up, he's got his glove on, probably just playing catch to start the day. So very, very cool image, and something a little more rare and unique. Alright, moving on to another option. I'm going to stay in that same vein. This one I have not even really removed from the little bag it came to me in, so I guess I can do that to show you. So, kind of a neat one. I guess it'd be better if I didn't cover the partial face they give us, right? How the majors play baseball. I've had this kind of protectively kept away, but again, just neat stuff. So, full book to flip through. Should sit down and just read this. Goes through pitching, base running. Pretty neat. It smells like it's from the 50s or 60s for sure. But he was definitely one of the big Rawlings spokesmen. So that would be kind of a cool extra pickup. And again, those are like, dozens of dollars. That's, a lunch type of investment. So no big deal. Back when I first got back into the hobby I shouldn't say back end, but reignited my collection in, early 2000s. I was picking up a bunch of these. I didn't know what I was doing. Fortunately, I did want most of them to have at least some kind of certification. So this one I've just had framed. It's used to hang in my basement. But nice clean. His signature, because he was a generous signer, is not super expensive. So I will probably upgrade that into a better frame in the very near future. But cool one. Nice clean signature for him for sure. Alright, so sticking in that theme, I am going to show, actually this one's a really cool image, a couple more autographs. So that one, I love that image. I like when they're slabbed. I don't care that it gets a grade, and that looks like it's just in a pen, which is unfortunate. So keep that out of the sun, keep it kind of tucked away, and take it out when you want to appreciate it to make sure it stays preserved. But really cool image. So that was a fun one. This one looks like it is maybe written with something a little more substantial, which is good. Another just kind of labeled as a postcard, not a collectible card necessarily, but cool image and good signature. So a couple of those. yeah, once you leave the world of cards and say, I've got the run covered, what else can I do? The what else can you do is a bunch. If you look kind of over my head up here, I've got a DiMaggio, Ted Williams, and I've pulled some of my stand stuff down, but bobbleheads, starting lineups, figurines, heartlands, like whatever you can find. There's usually a lot to choose from. And then I'm going to show with autographs, so a lot of them are just Stan Musial, Stan Musial, Stan Musial. I've shared this one before. I love that when he signs it as Stan the Man. If you get anything with like a nickname, something different on it, then that's authenticated as well. But what a cool option. So back of this one, postcard back, obviously. So neat back to it. Numbered. And then obviously signed and authenticated with Stan the Man. So I've always been on the hunt for other things signed as Stan the Man. And with that hunt, every so often you come up lucky. So I've added 2 more. These just came in the other day. So Stan the Man. That one's not us because it has the man kind of going into the darker colors. It's weird too. It's PSA and Beckett certified, but it's a magazine. Looking at the side, looks like it's issue number 1 from 1949. I don't know that that's going to ever show up on camera. Maybe, sort of, almost. Not really. Yeah, let's not even try. But yeah, super cool. I just love the Stan the Man autograph. And that same seller had a second option. This one's August of 48. Even better. That autograph is phenomenal. So that one's got Beckett certification. So you got a 48 and a 49 magazine autographed as Stan the Man Musial. It's super cool. I don't know a whole lot of players do that. I've got a Gale Sayers Kansas Comet auto. I've got a few different things like that again, if you see 100 signatures, you might see 1 or 2 that has that. So it's really, really neat to pull that. And then just because this is a value vintage cards, I'm going to reshare, and I might just share this every single time in every single video because I am so ridiculously overjoyed with a somewhat recent pickup. And I've shared this now 2 or 3 times. If you're ever tired of seeing it, I would say, I'm sorry. I'm probably going to show this a lot. It's just one of those cards that, never would have guessed I'd have. 53 Hunter's Wieners. Hunter Wieners. Sorry. I would say Hunters. It's almost like a tongue twister for me. I can't drop the S on that. But they're all hand cut. They're all ugly. There's, 18 of them graded, I think. So, call it 20, 30 of them that exist. I have no idea. Just love that item. So that is what I wanted to share. I wanted to keep this somewhat brief, but if you're a player collector and you're kind of running short on card options because of either a massive cost or you just got the base run done, start looking at other things. There's some fun options out there. Thanks, guys. See you next time. Take care.